What's good, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is. I'm back again with another video for you guys. Now, I know I said I wasn't having any problems, but turns out I found some type of problem. I don't know exactly what it's doing. I mean, it's hard to kind of describe it, but for some reason, I'm driving the car. I try to get on it and wide open throttle pull, and the car would just hesitate, like, just hesitates. And then sometimes boost will kick in really late after it hesitates, and then it pulls fine for all the way to red line. But then other times, a wide open throttle, it doesn't do anything. It just hesitates, and it just kind of like hits, almost like it hits a wall. So I'm thinking it has something to do with the fuel related. I'm assuming, it's losing fuel pressure somewhere. But today I'm gonna pull out the fuel pump and take a look and see if maybe the fuel pump is going bad, or maybe if one of the lines inside the tank is cracked and leaking or something like that. But it's definitely losing fuel pressure. Check it out. So for those of you who don't know, that this is how my fuel setup pretty much is. I have two in-tank pumps, two Walbro 450 pumps in tank, and this is the way I have it routed, pretty much going into using the stock hanger and everything, the stock hanger, but obviously it's been modified. I'm gonna just go ahead and start taking the lines loose and see if I can get this fuel pump out real quick. It sucks. It sucks. Now, I got the fuel pumps out. They're sitting right here. Only reason I'm doing this right now and I still have the lines and everything hooked up is because I'm trying to figure out which pump is the primary pump. Pumps are staged, meaning the one pump is running all the time when the car is on, and then the other pump comes on at a specific PSI, and then that one comes on, and then I have two pumps working when I'm in boost and whatnot. But when the car is just driving normal, it's one pump is only working. So I'm gonna turn the ignition on to listen to whichever pump comes on. I'm assuming it's the one with the dirtiest sock, but we're not gonna go off of that. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the car on so I know for sure. All right. One more time. Okay. Alright, so after playing around with it for a little bit, I finally got the fuel pump set up out of the car. I'm really just trying to look around and see if I see anything besides the fuel pumps being old and the socks being dirty. I don't really see any issues. I might disconnect these lines real quick and just take a look and see if I can find anything going on with them. Only thing I did, I didn't really get to show you guys, but I just changed the line. Honestly, I didn't really find too much with these lines, with the lines that were on there. Didn't really find cracks or anything like that. Um, but I don't know, man. I figure it was worth a shot to just go ahead and change the line. This one, hold on. This one had a little bit of, as you can see, it was kind of possibly ripped there. I don't know. Maybe I could be losing fuel pressure from that. I don't know. This line I didn't really find too much either, besides the clamps that, I was using. But I just went ahead and replaced it with some fuel injection line, because that's the only thing they had at the store. It should be all right for low pressure systems, because the line is for high pressure, so it should be all right for low pressure. But we'll see. I'm gonna just put it back in the car and see if I'm still having the same problem. If I am, then obviously it's probably the fuel pump that's going bad, one of them. Mainly the primary fuel pump, because I noticed after doing a pull, wide open throttle, the car would basically, it would hesitate and not want to go. And if I was able to get to 7 psi, that's when the second pump comes on. And then once the second pump comes on, everything is good. Everything is good. The AFR is really good. The car pulls perfectly fine, no problem. So I'm definitely having a fuel issue. I'm not exactly sure where or what it is. It could be a filter that's clogged. It could be my primary fuel pump is going bad or is on its way out or whatever. This one is my primary, I believe, because you just look at the socket and you can kind of tell this one is older. This one's the primary pump. So basically I just have it staged where one pump is on at all times, and then the other pump comes on after 7 psi. So we'll see how it goes. I really don't know. I'm just trying to weed it all out right now. Now, hopefully I don't have any problems. I really hope I don't, because I've been pretty bummed because I spent all this money doing the 8.8, making sure everything was right with that. And then I finally get the car up and going, and then it has that problem or this problem. But the funny thing is, when I took the differential out of the car, the OEM differential, it was running perfectly fine. And then the car sat for like 2 or 3 months or whatever, and I did the 8.8, and then the first drive is acting like that. It's like hesitating and not want to go in the boost and whatnot. So hopefully this is it. Okay, so I got the pumps out. I just unplugged one of the plug of the bad fuel pump. That way I just have an idea which one it is. I don't want to get it confused. So I'm going to be replacing this pump right here. I think this one is going bad. Hopefully it solves all my problems. If it doesn't, I'm going to be highly upset. It's all right. At least I replace something, then that's something less I have to worry about later on down the line. I can mark it off. I can check it off the list and just look for something else that could be causing a problem. Now these hoses, I replaced these hoses earlier because I thought maybe the hose could be flexing or could have a hole or something in it, and the hoses are fine. So I know for a fact the secondary fuel pump is working good because I can see it on the logs when I drive the car and I try to boost it. The second pump comes on, and when the second pump comes on, everything works out just fine. The car starts running good and it pulls just like it's supposed to all the way to red line. So I'm pretty sure the primary pump is the issue. If not, it's either the fuel filter. I don't want to say it's the injectors, because if it was the injectors, why would it be clearing up when the second pump comes on? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this hose off, replace this pump, put it in, and then we'll go from there.